Hi guys, FrostFangs here, back with the Paladins video, only playing some Octavia today because she's back. I'm not sure if everybody was even aware, but she was removed for a little while because of something being broken with her kit. I don't remember when she was re-added or what was even broken, but she's back. I haven't played her since all the changes, and I'm kind of due for an Octavia video. For the builds, I haven't really changed too much. I've still got new boots in there, which I'd highly recommend you try. It might not work for you, some people don't need it, but for me, just like with Charlene, I do so much better with this card at max, even though the buff is actually giving you isn't that crazy. The feel is very different. Extra health, reset, but I see people much more often running other things than what I go for. It's just what works for me. So I'm into game one and play some Octavia. It's been way too long, but we've gone somewhere to its archives. Grover, Seven, Genos, and Caspian versus Khan, Sati, Cassie, Corvus, and Vatu. So for the sake of the video, we're going to go for the credits, and then talent-wise, I don't think it's really going to matter that much. I guess we go display of force though, or asymmetric. I'm going to do asymmetric, and then the reset. Sure, and we'll go for Horde 2 and just see how fast we gen the credits. I don't think it's really the thing to go for, but maybe it is. Gonna try and play a bit like a Victor in this one. Get rid of the Vatu. There we go. Your damage output is definitely solid. I don't think Octavia's in necessarily a bad spot balance-wise. It's just compared to other champions, for me, feels like I'm generating the credits kind of insanely fast. I sometimes still get inaccuracy with the scope shots. I don't know what that's from, but what I was trying to say is yeah, balance-wise, I think she's fine. Just spam some shots down there on the Vatu. We're kind of working this out. I'm going to throw the Q at their spawn. I think the weapon could do with being tweaked a little bit, but that's just a me thing. I don't see anybody else complain about Octavia, but like I said, I don't see people talk about Octavia really in general. There goes the Khan. Just to me, the weapon feels really rough. I was kind of waiting for the F to get reset, but they never even put me low enough. That was really weird. My credits are genning stupidly fast here, I'll be honest. We'll pop the ult in that general direction. I can't remember if that'll actually go far enough for that to work how I want it to. Cassie ulted. Trying to help the Caspian, but he's got it covered. I think this is kind of showing you the jank I always have with Octavia. She never feels like that smooth to play. Sometimes you get plays work, especially when you can go in the air and people don't really expect you to do that. Like I said, the weapon hits hard. Balance-wise, I think she's sort of fine. For me, I don't know when I'd actually grab Octavia, and that's the point I came to in the last video. So like I said, I'm not going to yap about it too much. I'm going to just try and show off how ridiculous the credit gen is versus a lot of the flankers. You can do some really good damage before they even get in, which is not a thing a lot of the, damages can do super easily. Let's get rid of the, Sati. I can't do my commentary today, but we finished off our items pretty much. Don't know what their team's doing in this one, to be honest. It feels very, very strange. I think also tapping it makes the weapon feel less jank. It just, in auto mode, sometimes misses shots that I don't feel like it should miss. Obviously, I'm not playing perfectly. I'm not trying to say that. I'm just saying that the recoil on the weapon and stuff is kind of odd. There goes the Vatu. I don't know if he's here, by the way. I hit fire the Sati. Sure. Am I fine? We've got two healers here, so it's kind of cheesy for our side. I haven't even died yet, by the way. I played super rough. The team put in work. Octavia felt fine to play, but still kind of awkward, even though I was apparently sort of shredding. We'll see with the stats. The setup worked. We had tons of credits there, but it's kind of hard to say how much more we had there than normal because we had to buy Horde, and that probably offset quite a bit of the extra we had. The, passive was working. You can sort of see there that the team generally, I think, have more credits than normal because we were getting a lot of limbs, but I don't know if Horde is really the item to combo with it. It just feels sort of unnecessary. But anyway, for the stats in that one, that was pretty quick. 7 minutes 30 apparently. Genos healed for a turn. Grover did work. Seven and the Caspian were also shredding there. We did fine on Octavia. I'm surprised we had that much damage, to be honest. I didn't feel like I was doing that much. That Cassie actually had highest by quite a bit. Seven also did really well there, but yeah, it was a 45, I think, because of their Vatu. But anyway, for game 2, Onslaught, Marauders, Port, Seven, Genos, Makoa, and Drogos versus Nyx, Grover, Dredge, who's quite high level there, Drogos, and Buck. Buck scares me a little bit as Octavia. Do I go for the same thing here again? I feel tempted to go for the shield, even though it doesn't make sense. I would probably say this is the weakest one of the 4, but it's kind of situational, depends on your team and everything. I default to the cooldown and the ultimate one for sure. Let's just run the same thing for the sake of the video. Let's not go for asymmetric though. Let's go for Hell or High Water. Sure. And let's go for Horde again. Just gonna hopefully not get jumped by the Buck and not spam the weapon as much as I did in that last one. I'm gonna try and tap it a little bit more. We're gonna F up here and get a bit of an angle, maybe finish off the Drogos. I don't know if it's gonna come across in the video. We finished off Horde, by the way, but I just can't do my commentary playing Octavia, so it's probably gonna be cut up really weird. I don't think she's a complicated character to play. It's just for me, I just can't make my brain work when I'm trying to play it for some reason. I think I'm dead here. Never mind, just about still up. We got the F reset. That's a Drogo. So I'm going to throw mine there, sort of at an angle. Maybe we'll catch somebody. I rip to the Makoa. My damage output here is fine. We got rid of the Buck for free. Oh, he's on like 2 health. Can we finish him off? I don't really know what the plan is. I guess we'll just get rid of the Dredge. If you're accurate, her output is pretty good. F back here. Nyx is going for the ult shots on her. Just the aim shake on the weapon always is so rough if I'm holding it down. I can get the timing sort of now, but it just always feels so weird compared to like the other damages, for example. Like, for example, Burst Mode Victor or Vivian, who I played recently. I think it's actually the last video I recorded, right? Yeah, just feels so much better for me to play. I'm dead here to the Buck, by the way. We've got the F reset, tried to jump away. get some little taps. Am I still going to be able to land? We're fine. Like, I just really can't put my finger on it. That's why I have such a hard time making commentary in these videos, because I'm trying to explain, like, what I'm feeling when I'm playing Octavia, and it just doesn't really, you know, work and make sense. I don't know. Whole teams out except me and Genos just hip fire a bit as I'm jumping away. I think the ammo gen from the F is also really throwing me off. That's a dredge ult. Might as well go back into spawn, finish off life rip. We're getting shredded here, by the way. Actually, haven't had any trouble with the buck so far. I don't know how that was a headshot and how the first 2 shots missed, but sure, we'll throw the Q down. He's jumping. I think we're fine to duel him, right? Yeah, the hip fire sometimes just works. Like I said, I don't think she's that bad of a character at all. That definitely wouldn't be how I'd describe it. A hip fire, when you've got the ammo immunity, does kind of shred. Like, don't even think I play badly with it, to be honest. It's just, yeah, awkward. That's kind of the best way I can explain it. And I feel like I've tried to get that across in so many different videos with Octavia, and it never really works. So life rip, by the way, when you've got the Q to get your cauterize off you, is kind of crazy. That type of push the dredge with a hip fire, like, that's quite fun to do and feels pretty strong. It's also kind of cheesy. Pop the ult here, got the reload in as well somehow, just gonna spam the hip fire. Sure, is that gonna get me either of them? Yeah, kind of. That's a Jugger's ult, we'll jump over him. Sure, I'm now back here, we're gonna hip fire a little bit. I feel like the ammo immunity when you're in the F, you might as well just spam the hip fire a little bit. Don't know how it took me this long to notice, by the way, but we don't have a Makoa. He must have DC'd really early because he's only got -1. I'm just walking into an ulting back. Yeah, they won it. It's only fair. We had a 45 in the last one. This was a 45 in their favor. I don't know what's going on there in the middle, but Octavia felt awkward to play in both the matches. Cutting this up is probably going to be an absolute mess. I got a few decent plays in there, especially with the F reduction on the ammo and just walking in and sort of spamming the weapon. But stats-wise there again, just like the last one, I did fine. It just didn't really feel like it during the match. Makoa was the AFK. Everybody else did pretty standard there. The Joggers and the Dredge a little bit more so. Wasn't really able to get rid of the Joggers very much. And yeah, Nick's played the point. Don't really know what else I can add here. At the end, it's been a bit of a weird video. I do really like her design. I think her kit has got a crazy amount of potential. Her idea as a character and like what her kit sort of does is really cool. The weapon being kind of jank really throws me off, but even if they fix that, I don't think I'd really love the weapon. Card-wise, I think there's a ton of cards here they could completely rework and people would appreciate it, because there's a few that I see that get thrown in like level 1 or 2 that could be completely different cards, way more interesting ones, and that would bring a lot of variety to her. But they don't really want it to be that, I don't think. Don't know if it's just me somehow coping, but I really do feel like they've purposely not changed her to make her a much more interesting character. I could be completely wrong. I really do like the idea of her passive. Talent-wise, although Hell High Water with that last match actually felt kind of fun. Cards are really on my main point, but definitely let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. That is where I'm going to leave it. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Let me know what you want to see me next. Also, I'll see you guys all very, very soon. And as always, stay FrostFangs.